Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Super Symmetry. Last episode, we got these things. No, we got this thing. Yeah, and I figured out how to use this thing, so actually, I was thinking you need lead pipes for this, but no. You don't need lead pipes. You take this thing, you click it on that thing, fills it with that thing. So yeah, you go like that, boom, drain the tanks, then you can bring it over here, click it on that, click it again, and it's drained. So you have to do it twice. And you can also place this thing. But I wouldn't recommend that, because that's kind of useless. So yeah, I did some caving. Not much, but I did explore that cave over there with all the magnetite and stuff, because I need more. And we're running low. Also, I got 30 pig iron, which we need to hammer out into wrought iron so we can make some tools. We're going to need to... I don't know what we're doing today yet, so we're gonna figure that out in a second. Let me drop this. I don't have another bucket there. Man, I need another chest for tools, like right there. All of this ore needs to go in a chest. Look at all of these. This is all therium, and it's very nice, very good item. It's better than this bronze. And yeah, I got a lot of magnetite, so we are going to be set on wrought iron for a while. As long as we can keep the coal up and running, which I think I should be able to do that at this point. This is not too difficult. Now, the problem is I'm gonna run out of fuel for something. Probably making the coal. So, that kind of sucks. And that's why I want to get more advanced. I want to get into the next stage of the game, which is probably going to have energy of some kind. Steam energy, most likely, which is probably going to suck because we all know that solar power, solar-powered steam energy is just good. And I'm guessing the steam energy in this is going to require coal. It's a good guess, okay? So let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to need to do in our book here. Tell me what's next, book. So we got a bunch of stuff done in the primitive age, and I think next we're gonna work on the macerator, so I can actually start macerating things, and a primitive water pump, because that's just important. This looks pretty painful, but this isn't too bad, and we'll get that very quickly. Workbench V2 is also pretty important, so we'll try to get all of these done today. So Workbench V2 is actually just wooden chests and a saw, which I still got my bronze saw. It's ridiculous. I don't know how this thing hasn't broken yet, because we've been, well, actually probably because I haven't used it much. I'm kind of surprised by that, because I would expect to use it more, but we need 2 chests, a slab, and then some wood. So 2 chests, a slab, some wood, and a crafting table, plus the saw should give us what we need. This thing, which I'm assuming is going to be pretty nice and handy. And would you look at that, it's got room for every single tool I own. Okay, so this crafting table will make your life a lot easier. It's got its own internal inventory for all your tools. It's got an internal inventory for all your items. You can lock recipes into it. It can store up to 9 recipes, so if you want to make the same thing multiple times, I feel like a salesman. Don't know why, but it's a table you should get. You can lock in those recipes, but it can only store up to 9 recipes, okay? So if you want to make something multiple times, you can just easily do that. It's pretty nice. Definitely a crafting table worth getting. Something you definitely need to get. Need it, but we don't really need that, and we already got some wrought iron. So I think we'll be fine with that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to make is going to replace the old piece of garbage. And also, we're probably going to make this. What is a repair bench? Repair your weapons and armor. Steel. Oh, that is a lot of steel. Okay. Well, I will just wait on that, because I don't really need that right now. Okay, so this is something else that's kind of interesting. I guess we'll just, click on that and just say, yeah, cool. Very interesting. Primitive grindstone and a wooden crank. So, the wooden crank is made with a bunch of sticks, but the grindstone is made with bronze gears, and we found that out yesterday. Gears are a pain. So this kind of looks like we're gonna need to make a bunch of, copper dust. That's not gonna be fun. While that's cooking, let's go ahead and get started on this pump, because pumps are cool. let's see here. We got a pump deck, which I think comes first, requires iron screws, hammers, and saws. Okay, so the iron screws are going to be a pain. That is, I should get back to making iron and stop making steel. Steel isn't really useful right now. It seems like iron's going to be more useful. I should also get more coke ovens. Maybe a second blast furnace. I mean, the blast furnace is kind of expensive, and that's the only why I got one of them. But the coke oven is kind of something I could probably just build more of, and I wouldn't actually mind doing that. Of course, you're all probably wondering if I've already completed the gateway to the industrial age. Then why don't we just get started on some of this stuff? And look, we already got some starts in here. We got magnetite, which is interesting. Magnetite chunks, which we haven't done yet. I don't know how we're supposed to do that. I think next we'll have to make this thing. I don't know what this thing is. We'll figure that out. So, well, this looks pretty fun. So, steam boilers, they can explode when they're already hot and you add water to them. Very interesting. You'd expect it to just be if they have too much steam and then they explode, but very different from what I would expect. Here we got, and if you're standing near the vent, you'll be boiled alive when they release their steam particles. That's great. That's amazing. Okay, I've got some copper, got some bronze, got some tin. We're gonna be making some more bronze. I won't show you it because we've done it a million times, and by this point, it's a pain. But hopefully soon, we won't have to be making bronze anymore. Whoa. How does this thing work? How does this... What the heck is this? This is weird. What is this? How? Explain. What is this? I can... What do I do? Output? Can I just put this in the output slot? What would I... Oh. Oh, okay. Maybe I just... What is this? How does this work? I don't understand. Oh, dang it. Now it's working. Make it into dust. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look, it saves it over there, so we get, like, our recipe book. We're not making bronze copper dust. We're making, I think we need to make 6 of these. Because that's how much of this we got. We don't need as much tin as we need copper, which is kind of nice, now that I think about it. I never really thought of it that way. I always thought of it as we need both. So if you decide to play this mod pack, you are going to need a ton of bronze. You're not gonna be needing it for tools per se, but let's just say later on, everything gets a little more bronze heavy, and even later on, it's gonna get more iron heavy, which I'm almost at that point. But you won't see those videos for like a week, so I mean, I wish I could put them out today, but chronological order, okay? Probably need to stop doing that because we need to make more iron, not steel. Throw in a cauldron to get purified ore? What the heck is this? I got crushed magnetite. What the heck do I do with crushed magnetite? Is this ore processing? I just discovered something new. How on earth do I crush neodymium? You can make an impure pile of dust. Well, I don't. So if I just throw this into a cauldron, how do I make a cauldron then? Ah, dang, it's all iron plates and all that. That's pretty crazy. I don't think I'm ready for that. Well, that's only 14 ingots of iron, if you think about it. So if I just do this, drop one of them there, and go ahead and smelt these guys up, we'll be good to go. Okay, let's make this grinding thing. So now what we need to do is make bronze plates, and we're going to need, I don't even know how many, so macerator. Now we're going to be getting a primitive one. I can't even find it. So now we're going to be making some plates. We need 16. Why? Why? Okay, just make the plates. Okay, we need 8 plates, which means you need 16 bronze. And now you need to make a file and file these things like so. So we get bronze rods. Which that makes a single gear. Once you have 4 of each, you got yourself a single gear. Shove a wrench in the middle. Boom. Gear. Look at all the stuff we can craft. There's gonna be a lot of stuff there. We need to make a file now to replace our old piece of garbage, which broke. So I don't know how to make a file, because it's been a long time. But here we go. So file. Requires 2 plates and a stick. Okay, that's not actually that bad. We'll just make wrought iron plates then. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Gonna make our second gear here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Get this out of here. This is rubbish. Get this going. Actually, you know, I just probably should click that. Then boom. And I got a gear. And now I can make the actual thing, which is it's called a grindstone, not a macerator, if you're wondering. So we got a grindstone here. Requires cobblestone only and some kind of stone. Okay, I think this has been pretty successful. We got ourselves limestone, cobblestone, and not a macerator. Why? Because you need a file. And I'm making it on a regular crafting table for some reason. What the heck is this? Who uses regular crafting tables once they have the good crafting table? Okay, so put some limestone in there. Boom. Just gonna shove all that in there. And shove all this into here. And finally, I just need to shove... That's not what I want to make. And there we go. Primitive grindstone from AE2. So we got macerator V 0.2 beta. I don't know, but we got this thing. And shove the crank on top, I guess. And whatever I put in here is going to become dust. Let's see what happens if we put in some copper and maybe some tin. Do I just shove... What do I do? Oh, can I just, How does this work? Okay, book, tell me what this is about. Tell me, book. What does this do? The grindstone can be used for extracting some metal out of your ores. It's not that good, but it's a start. It's also manual, so you have to power it using your hands. Put a wooden crank on that grindstone and right-click on it to rotate it. After a few rotations, the ore will be crushed into 2 ores, or putting 2 ore results in an output of 3. Okay. Could be processed further to get in, such as impure dust and centrifuge ores. Okay, well, I don't know. Let's go ahead and shove in some banded iron. I got 2 of them. And, dang. Dang. You need to really crank this thing. Oh my. It's already giving us 3 of them? Whoa. Okay, so that's what... I hit this thing with a hammer and I got 1 of them. But if you put it in a, in this thing, you get enough to make a piece of iron from this. Which is, actually kind of good. That is a nice little machine they got there. I think that's, something I'm gonna have to use a lot. Okay, before we end off, we are going to make the next thing I want to make, which is, a cauldron. So you make a cauldron by making 14 plates. That's what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I said 14 plates, but you actually need 14 ingots. I'm sorry. And shove a file in it. I mean, this one. I mean, what about a screwdriver? That don't work. I don't know. Just shove a file in it. Shove a hammer in it. That's what you need to do. Just hammer it, and it works. Very nice. And this thing doesn't record a lot of information in there about your recipes. It only records 9 recipes. That's kind of interesting. Anyway, I will see you all next time. I hope you all enjoyed. Goodbye.